Hi, I'm Mindy, and I love to review Passover books and Pesach Haggadot and all the different things that come with Pesach. So this is my second review of one of the books in my collection. I'm going today to be talking to you about the Katz Haggadah, Haggadah Shal Pesach, the Passover Haggadah, the Art and Faith of Redemption. It was written by Rabbi Baruch Chait, and the art is by Pollack, and the backgrounds are by, please excuse me, but Benji Markovich. And this is one of the must-haves at a Pesach Seder, I think. So just have as a understanding of what I do with Haggadot. I believe that Haggadot are to be used at a Seder. Obviously, that's what they're for. So I have a hard time when I use a Haggadah that has like lots and lots and lots of text. I tend to just I'm not able to use that at a Seder. I like to use a Haggadah that is really straight Haggadah on Seder night. And I spend months before or whatever, from Purim all the way to Pesach, focus doing learning so that when you get to the Seder, whatever happens, but I've done my learning previously. And the Katz Haggadah is really one of the really special Haggadot. This is not, he does not have beautiful, he does not have long Divrei Torah that kind of puff through. It's really just straight text. However, the magic is in the images and the pictures. And the art is phenomenal. Gadi Pollack obviously is well renowned in so many different places, and I've got many of his things in our collection that are outside of the Pesach world. This is very special. This book is written for. It's written for anybody I would say definitely above the age of fourth grade. The images are amazing, but they're very specific for the more mature reader. So I'll show you some of them. And I know my camera is just whatever it is. But I just want to show you page by not page by page of everything, but it's everything. I mean, everything is built in. This is a Haggadah. There's been millions of Haggadahs written over the course of our Jewish history, but the art is stunning. It goes anywhere from what looks like almost realistic photography with a twist to these cartoony characters. A lot of personality. Each character has a lot of personality and fun. This character, I think that he looks like Rabbi Lev Tov from the Midos Pirates books, but characters show up in many places. Everything is laid out in a really, really strong way. Words are written in they're large, which I like because I have poor vision. So when when there's so much going on in a Seder, I like to be able to just glance down and know exactly where I am. But the pictures. I mean, look at this. How much movement and life is in this picture. There's this feeling that you're really standing in Mitzrayim, and the angles are they're really just something special and something to behold. Each page and page. Now, I want to show you some images that I find they're very moving, very, very moving, but very intense, very, very intense. Okay, first of all, so when we talk about Vishamda, right? That's where we are. Vishamda. We're definitely if there's a glare, they're intense. They're each smoke is supposed to represent one of the nations that has impacted the Jewish community over the course of history. So very intense and interesting. Very interesting, special, and I don't want to say that. Okay, but the images they're graphic. I mean, this shows pain, this shows blood, and over out throughout the Haggadah, you are going to be hearing blood, seeing blood, and this Haggadah really brings it all the way home. I mean, shows all of those graphic details. Here Paro, there's measures that Paro bathed in the blood of babies, and there it is. We've got some very intense stories. So this particular story is not one that when I first was learning about Haggadah, I don't remember ever learning in school. I don't remember it, and I would say that there are some stories that are special in this Haggadah that we haven't always learned because we've kind of shielded our children from certain things, but really, really amazing. I mean, over and over again, the images are phenomenal. I love them. And towards the back, like after you get past all of the like the Magid things, then it just goes a little simpler, more straight text. But he's done his job. And this is another one of my favorite parts of many of the books. Many new Svarim are doing this, and I mean this book is not new. I've had I don't know when was it published. This one was published in, I don't see it, in 2003. Okay, so it's been around a very, very long time. But one of the things I love that many publishers in the Jewish world are doing is they're when they take an image of these like intense images, they're not coming from nowhere, right? Every single one has source materials that are backed up in it, and each page has a thumbnail. Like here's there's like a tiny little, like you take a magnifying glass to look at these little images. Here is Egyptian children hearing the Jewish infant cry, called their fathers, who threw the baby boys into the river. Okay, so this comes from Yachud Shimoni Shemot 182. Where like it's somewhere it's sourced, somewhere it's every image, that's every little detail that is in the picture is sourced somewhere. So it's not just not us or like the artist kind of making up on the spot of what he imagines it what it would be. Now, of course, artistry is a test of the imagination, but being able to source those little details is really amazing. So I actually have 2 copies of this in our collection because my children like to use it. I have children, I have a first grader and a 4th grader, and they both like it, though like there's like some chills that comes down through their spines when they look at certain pages, which is warranted. I really recommend this one, as if you were to have one Haggadah at your table that's going to really be engaging for the eyes of a certain age child, this is definitely one of them. And yeah, I just haven't say that this is top notch. So I hope you have a Chag Kosher V'Sameach, and yeah, it should be a Pesach that is the best one. So anyway, be well, Chag Kosher V'Sameach.